Hello guys, welcome back to Pause and welcome back to Planet Coaster. This is Hysteria Valley and I'm jumping in here first of all today just to have a quick look around and go through a few updates and things that are coming over the next couple of days. So this is a general overview video of the current build series here on the channel and a look towards what is coming this week. So, what have we done recently here in Hysteria Valley? So we've put in Raging Waterfall, which is our brand new log flume ride, which you can just see over here across the brand new lake, which we put in relatively recently as well. So Raging Waterfall is a pretty light themed log flume with this sort of mountain in the middle. With a little bit of theming and animatronic in the indoor section just through there, but it's generally quite a light themed ride with a little bit of water effects just there, which is kind of fits the style of this park. So for anyone who's new to Hysteria Valley, there is an entire playlist containing, I don't know, 22, 23 videos so far of putting this park together. So do check that out if you haven't done so already. And as always, subscribe to the channel if you are new and if you want to stay up to date with all of our content. So this little waterfront area is the thing that we worked on in the last few episodes. There's plenty of space for expansion down here, which is something we will work on in future videos. Now in terms of the park itself, if we jump over to the entrances here, I'll talk through our expansion plans. So here is our main park overview so far. As you can see, it's coming together quite nicely, and I do like the way it's all set out with the water and everything like that. It is looking really good. So we've got a whole area that needs to go in just here. Expansion all the way around the back of the mountain just there, and we've also got this big area over this side. So I've been toying with the idea for a long while with something over here, and I just wasn't sure what to do. I even asked you guys, and nobody really had any good, not good suggestions, that sounds really awful. Nobody had any suitable suggestions for what I could do with the area. So it kind of comes through from the main hub into Shantytown, which is our pirate area, and then sort of leads into up this little hill over the bridge and leads into this space over here. And I just couldn't think of anything that is suitable. Now, as I'm sure many of you are aware, Vintage Pack is being released in a couple of days. So what I'm thinking we could do across here is just expand this whole water out and have this as a massive waterfront kind of pier area, and turn this whole area into like a vintage fairground style zone. It could even stretch out over this way and really just have this entire thing as water. So that is what I'm thinking. So let me know what you think down below. That is my plan. So imagine just coming around this corner. So let's jump down here to the guest view. Coming around this corner here and just seeing a kind of like carnival waterfront type area all the way across this back space of the park. I think in my head it works, and I think it will look quite good. But like I've said, do let me know what you think down below, as that generally is the plan, and that's something we're probably going to start working on relatively soon. However, I am going to do a whole new series based around the Vintage Pack. Now, what does that mean for the channel? So, currently at the moment, we've got two active Planet Coaster series here on the channel. There's this, which is Hysteria Valley, and we've got Clapboard Studios, which is our movie studios park, which we started building after the Studios Pack DLC was released. So, what I'm doing is I'm not ending the Studios Park, I'm just putting it on hiatus for the time being. So, at least for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to just put a little pin in it for now, and then we will come back to it down the line. So there are still ongoing rides on there at the moment, like we've still got to finish the horror drop ride, and I do want to put in a rapids. So like I say, it is in no way going to be finished, but I do want to do a little mini series based around the Vintage Pack. What that is yet, I'm not entirely sure. I think it depends on what is in it, in the pack really, as to what we do. Whether I do it as a very, I'm thinking maybe a pier. The first thought I had the other day when this pack was first released, I was walking my dog on the field and racking my brains, how can we get this into some videos? So anybody who is familiar with the UK will be aware or may have heard of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now, Blackpool Pleasure Beach is a amusement park located in Blackpool, believe it or not, sort of on the south end and Blackpool is a seaside town, literally on the seafront. The pleasure beach is at the south end of the promenade, sort of a couple of miles up the promenade. There are a few piers and other attractions, so it's pretty tightly packed of attractions. And like I said, up the whole seafront are 3 separate piers. Now, why am I telling you this? So what I'm thinking is Hysteria Valley could be not on the beach, but near enough to the beach. As you can see, it's got quite a lot of water around. So my thought process here is Hysteria Valley is the theme park located in whatever this town is, and this area, and there might be a seafront close by that has a pier. And my plan is to make that pier in a whole new park in a new build series. So that is how I am linking it to this build in a very tedious link. So there's going to be Hysteria Valley and Hysteria Pier. Now that is just my initial thoughts. Again, it depends on what comes in the pack, and I might get some more inspiration. I might turn it into a bit of a bigger build, but at the moment in my head it's going to be a kind of like, I don't know, maybe a 5-part series of putting this sort of pier together, and using the new series as a showcase of what is in the vintage pack, trying to get as much of the new stuff in there, so the new scenery, the new rides, and just use some of the new stuff in that build series to give it a really good overview. Now that is my initial plan, so again, let me know what you think down below if you think that's a good idea. If not, we might change things up, but that generally is what I'm sort of planning to go for. So once that's out of the way, that is when I think we'll restart in the Studios Park, and that is probably when I will get cracking with using the vintage pack in here in Hysteria Valley, which is still going to remain the main build, as this is the first proper theme park we ever built here in Planet Coaster, and I do want to make sure this park does get finished eventually. So that's my plans moving forwards. So the vintage pack is being released on Tuesday. So on Tuesday itself, we will get out 2 videos, one showcasing the vintage pack, so we'll just do sort of overview. They normally last like 20-30 minutes of just showing everything that's in there, just placing it down, having a look, and just showing it off. The second update I'll do a slightly smaller video, just showcasing some of the new stuff that is in the free update, which will come alongside it. So there's a new coaster, some vending machines, and have a look at all the filters that we can apply to the camera, stuff like that. So there's 2 videos coming out on Tuesday, which are just going to be generic updates. I have actually got 2 days off work, Wednesday, Thursday, so that's going to be when we are going to do a lot of stuff with the vintage pack. So I'll get cracking on the new series, which, like I said, I think is going to be the Hysteria Pier, and that's something that will be out beginning on Wednesday. So whatever I decide, the brand new build series using the vintage pack will start Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So 5 PM UK time will be the first episode from the vintage pack build series. And then, like I said, a couple of episodes of that. We'll do a bit in Hysteria Valley here using this area of the park just over that side. And then in a couple of weeks we'll get back to the Studios pack and get that finished off and add more to Clapboard Studios. So that is generally how the next couple of weeks is going to go here on the channel. Now, a few weeks ago, again, well, maybe a week or so back now, I put up a teaser image on social and on the YouTube page, which had a 2-stage approach, and I said that there's some big changes coming to the expanding the channel content, some big changes coming soon, and I'll announce more. So I'll quickly touch on that today, just in case you've been wondering what all that was about. So launching on Wednesday with this new build series, I am taking a new approach to Planet Coaster and the content here on the channel. So what I'm going to do is each time there is a update, they are from Wednesday onwards, they're going to be 2 videos a day. So the first video is going to be highlighting the entire build process. So we'll be going more in depth into my mindset of what I am building. I'll go into more sort of stuff about the structure and the specifics of how I'm building it, and the more details of why and how it fits in the real life. So kind of just more of an overview of where my head is when I'm coming up with these crazy ideas. So that's the first video, which is kind of more like what we've got now on the channel. So the time lapses with the music, but they're going to be a little bit more in depth. I'll have a bit more commentary, show off some maybe sketches or some ideas that I've had before doing the build, and then I'll show you the actual build process in one video. Then the second video, which will come out a little bit after the first one on the same day, will showcase what we've built in the first video. So that's generally how I'm going to work it. 2 videos each day. The first one showing how we've put it all together and the reasons why we are putting it together. And the second one is just an in-depth, couple of minute video just showing what we have made. So that's how the channel is going to go forward from Wednesday onwards, starting with this brand new vintage pack build series, and we'll see how we get on with it. We'll see if it works. It's a new idea that I came up with. It's not something I've seen anyone else try or anyone else do, so I thought let's just be different, let's get something new out there, and it expands the content. So I'm going to give it a go. I want your guys' feedback, let me know what you think. But you're getting 2 videos a day, and I think it gives me more of an avenue to be creative and sort of explain a lot more about what I'm building and try and get across what I'm going for. Because I don't feel like most of the videos I do showcase the creative side as much as I'd like, as I kind of just put the time lapses out there, slap on some music, jobs are good, and at the end of the video upload it, done. So I want to put a bit more time and effort into these videos moving forwards, and just put a bit more explanation in there. So that's what I'm planning to do, guys. So again, let me know what you think down below, and that will kick off Wednesday when we start the vintage pack updates. So that's enough rambling for me today. That is just what I want to talk a little bit about Hysteria Valley and the other stuff here on the channel. And just generally just catch up with you guys and say hi, we're still here, thank you for your input. Hello to all the new subscribers over the past couple of weeks, and yeah, just keep getting involved, guys. Comments down below. I want to get this community involved in all these projects. As with the Studios Park, I was putting polls up asking you guys to name things, and that's going to continue with all the next couple of builds, including the vintage pack build, which we're going to start very soon. So any ideas, any suggestions, questions, comments, anything at all, please make sure you're putting them on the videos, and I will answer every single one the best I can. And have a discussion with each other, meet each other in the comments, get some debates going. I don't know, whatever you want to do, just join in and enjoy this content. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and any of all the videos on the channel, please give us a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as I've mentioned, anything at all you want to ask me, or anything you want to just query, drop it down in the comments below, and I will try and answer every single one to the best of my ability. So thank you guys for watching. Look forward to all the new vintage content coming this week. It's going to be a big week for the channel and a big week for Planet Coaster. So jump in, strap in, and enjoy. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for the updates from the Vintage Pack DLC. Cheers guys, bye.